Hello everyone, my name is Rishabh. I am studying in Vignan and NEET Aspirant. Today I am going to explain brief explanation of breathing and exchange of gases. So what is breathing? Breathing is an essential part of life for every living organism. So what is breathing? Breathing is conducted by the lungs for exchange of gases. So lungs are located at the thoracic cavity and formed by the region of trachea. So going back to the topic, we eat carbohydrates every day, like food and digestion, food molecules. So the carbohydrate is a macromolecule, which is digested and converted into micromolecule and then absorbed. Then it's converted into glucose. The glucose is transported to the tissues, and the tissues contain many cells which utilize the glucose molecule and breakdown of the glucose molecule. We need O2. So the O2 is utilized and CO2 is released. So this process is called oxidation, or even it can be called as, there are many cells, so it can be called as cellular respiration. So the released O2 is released out to the atmosphere, then O2 is taken in. So this process is called even breathing or respiration. So going back to the diagram on the board. So when we take in air through the nostrils, it is nostrils, then it's into the pharynx. Pharynx is a common passage for both air and food. Then larynx. Larynx is covered by a thin cartilaginous ring called epiglottis. It prevents the entry of food into the trachea. Then at the trachea of fifth thoracic cavity, it is divided into two pairs of lungs. Lungs are covered by double pleural membrane which reduces friction externally and internally. So at the fifth thoracic cavity, it is divided into primary bronchioles, secondary bronchioles, and tertiary bronchioles. Then further into the terminal bronchioles. Then terminal bronchioles further divided into alveoli and bronchioles. The conducting part of respiration is nostrils to the terminal bronchioles. Then the respiratory part, the respiration occurs in the alveolar duct. So going back to the diagram, when inspiration, the outer atmospheric pressure is high. The outer atmospheric pressure is high, then the inner atmospheric is low. These are the conditions for inspiration. When we need to take in air to the nostrils, we need high atmosphere outside the atmosphere and low pressure in the lungs. So then the air taken in can be utilized. We need low atmospheric pressure for inspiration in the lungs. This is called when the air enters through the trachea, then into the bronchioles, the external muscles contract and the diaphragm also contracts for inspiration. In case of expiration, there needs to be low atmospheric pressure and high pressure in the lungs. So the air inside the lungs goes out to the atmosphere. Then the external muscles and the diaphragm relax. It is called exchange of gases.